Happy New Year, Ashwin. How are
Happy
you?
New Year, Desi.
Yeah, I understand that this year presents new opportunities because of AI and because of technology and, of course, the metaverse. So alternative investment seems to be the theme of the year. And I've heard you mention in one of our last videos, I think you were going into fine wines and sneakers even.
That's
Say more.
That's correct, Jesse. For the first time, I think very few investment managers do this. We are, for the 5,000 membership free that we charge for a year subscription. Now, besides traditional investments, we are giving you more value for your money by looking at alternative investments as well, like investment grade watches, fine wine and whiskey, sneakers, and NFTs. Now, I will tell you in a minute why I'm so excited with this video and why I'm excited to capitalize on the fine wine market. In 2021, demand for top champagne, Burgundy and Bordeaux, as well as famous labels from all other regions, has driven the fine wine market to new heights, according to the Liv-ex report. Liv-ex is a fine wine index that we have in London, created by two wine brokers, and they monitor the wine market for us in terms of pricing and price action. Now, the Liv-ex 100 index, which is tracking some of the world's most sought after wines, rose by 2.4% in November 2021 alone, okay, to reach a new all-time high. The index, seen as an important bellwether for secondary market trading, has been rising consistently for about 18 months. This shows you something, it's a big signal. Now, all previous records set in 2020 had been broken and surpassed in 2021. Now, let me tell you what is the most surprising thing. We always thought that champagne was not a good investment and people just drink and enjoy and make merry. Well, this last year was proven wrong. Prestige champagne, blue chip Burgundy, and first growth Bordeaux were the best performers in 2021. Champagne 50, which is the index created by Liv-ex, was the best performing Liv-ex 1000 sub-index, and it highlighted strong gains for a number of rose champagnes. I can't believe this, as a wine connoisseur. I'm a wine connoisseur and a collector.
I'm waiting
for you. We have never seen. Yes. I'm going to build up this thing. Now, for the first time, we have never seen rose champagne be in such demand. I mean, I don't know whether it's a feminist movement or people are romancing their partners more, but rose champagne is in huge demand. I mean, our brokers in London and Singapore are out of stock for rose champagne at the base level price. The price has gone up to 70% for rose champagne.
So how much upside are you looking at? And does one have to be a drinker?
No, we will educate you. We will have more wine videos this year to educate you on wine, why certain vineyards are very valuable. And let me tell you this, when you pay for a top-class Bordeaux, let me reiterate this. You are not paying for the brand. You are paying for what we call the terroir, the terrain of the vineyard. Now, when you say terroir, let me give you an example. Chateau Latour and Chateau Lafite have got the most unique terrain on this planet Earth. Is God. God created this. They have lovely mounds.
So we are buying because of scarcity and quality.
Yes, quality and scarcity. And when you say scarcity,
an investment.
Yeah, when you talk about scarcity, we're talking about 20 to 30,000, not even 30,000 cases a year of Lafite or Latour. And yet the price goes up. Now, let me tell you, to whet your appetite now as a mainstream, let me tell you what were the liquid superstars and how much they appreciated in 2021. Champagne Salon 2002 was up 80.1% to 10,000 pounds for 12 bottles. Think about this. I'm going to go slow. Secondly, Domaine Armand Rousseau, Chamberton Grand Cru 2012 is a Burgundy, up 73.6% to 29,700 pounds per case. I mean, just look at his figures, Tessie. This is wine investment, yes. But look at the way the values are going up. Domaine Georges Roumier, Bon Mar Grand Cru 2013, Burgundy again, up 69.1% to 13,630 pounds per case. A case usually is 12 bottles. For champagne, a case is 6 bottles. Domaine Laflèvre, again Burgundy, Batard, Montrachet, Grand Cru. We'll be educating viewers on what Burgundy is, because Burgundy is the sixth sense of wine, I always say. It has got so many, in Burgundy, let me tell you the uniqueness. In Burgundy, you have one beautiful vineyard, very expensive vineyard, but you've got like 18 different makers or 10 different makers from the same vineyard. So the trick is to understand which is the best maker in Burgundy for that particular vineyard. So
amazing.
Amazing. It's going to be amazing.
It's a whole lifestyle, isn't it?
This year, we're going to really educate our viewers on wine, how to make money. So Domaine Georges Roumier Bon Mar Grand Cru 2013 was up 69.1% last year. And then you have Domaine Laflèvre, the famous Domaine Laflèvre from Burgundy. Batard Montrachet Grand Cru is a beautiful wine. It was up 66.6% last year to 5,850 for a case of 12 bottles. And again, in Rhone, in the Rhone Valley, you have this beautiful vineyard called Hermitage. Hermitage is a very, very expensive vineyard. And J.L. Chauvet, one of the best producers, his Hermitage 2008 was up 66.3% last year.
Ashwin, stop.
Yeah.
So I get your passion and I get your expertise. It runs so deep. But can you simplify it in like 3 principles? If we want to be a wine investor,
yes,
what should we do? 1, 2, and 3.
We will do the work for you, because I have been collecting wine since the year 1994. I've been a wine investor since 1994, and I'm not boasting. I personally have made $500,000 trading wine. I personally. So this year I woke up. I said, if I can do it, why can't all my clients do it? So the key to wine investment is this. Number 1, the vintage is very important. Understand the vintage properly. And we have all the research and all that. Don't worry. Understand the vintage. And secondly, we study the winemaker like our girlfriend. When I say study the winemaker, what time does he wake up in the morning? What does he do to the vineyards? What does he do in the vineyard? Is it biodynamic farming or normal farming or irrigation or how much water? What is the vineyard made of? What is the vineyard made of? What kind of stone?
I'm reminding you, Ashwin, that, we are not as passionate as you. We are just in it as investors.
So that's why,
principle, 1, 2, 3,
that's why we are here to advise you. So I said, number 1 principle is look at the vintage. Number 2, look at the winemaker. Okay. And we will decide. We will hold your hand as usual. We will tell you what to buy. We will educate
what kind of
you.
yields are we looking at in what kind of time frame?
We won't see 60. If you buy an average wine, you're looking at 10 to 20% in a year. Average wine. But if you buy a superstar, you can see 50 to 80% in 2 years. I'm saying average. Now, why I'm saying average? If you buy a superstar wine like these, you can make 50, 60% a year. But let me explain to you, superstar wine means it will be about 2,000 to 3,000 pounds for a case of 12 bottles. Approximate investment. How much committed capital? So there you go. So committed capital.
Too precious to drink.
No, it's for investment. So what we do is this. What I've been doing is this. I told you I made $500,000 on wine. So what I did was this. I used to buy 2 cases. 1 for drinking, 1 for investment. So we keep 1 for investment and we make money from that. And that investment value, it finances
pays for your entertainment.
Yes. Or you can buy like this. You can buy 1 case and 6 bottles for investment, 6 bottles for drinking.
Right.
So it's a beautiful thing because you are drinking something that is really good, And it's a new thing. I mean, it's a new thing, meaning we have never gone into this for the public before. It's always been kept quiet. So the first time we think that, look at the returns, 50, 60, 70%.
So you buy them and you store them in a professional storage.
So let me explain to you. We have wine brokers in London and Singapore. You can arrange for storage in London or Singapore. We will arrange that storage for you. The storage cost is about $72 a year for a case of 12 bottles. For a case of 12 bottles, it will be a special temperature control warehouse with lighting control. I mean, we are very serious about this. And we only use Singapore Airlines for our wine shipment from London because they are the best. We don't use any other airline because Singapore Airlines, after the plane lands on the runway, in 2 hours, the wine is in the warehouse. We're very strict. So this is serious business. It's serious business. So the wine comes from London. If you don't want to bring it from London, you can store it in London in a bonded warehouse. And whenever you want to liquidate, we can either liquidate London in the London market, Liv-ex, or we can liquidate at auction. So it is a serious business. It's serious business.
Good job. So what are your parting words then for this segment?
In 2022, everybody, if you want to make money, keep your mind open. Do not panic. Keep your mind open, meaning look at everything. Fine wine, sneakers. Look at sneakers. The market is booming. You've got the Adidas JZ sneakers selling for 20, 30, 40% higher after release. Keep your mind open because we are living, like I said, in exciting times. Today, there are sneakers being sold in the metaverse. Nike Land has got sneakers in the metaverse. So a lot of things will be happening. Soon you will see wine in the metaverse. We are now thinking ourselves of creating a wine investment. We want to create a wine investment land in the metaverse to talk to our clients from the metaverse about wine. This is a big project. We are still discussing with our partners to create a wine investment land in the metaverse.
Okay, so we're going to look at 1 year yielding about 30-40%.
No, for the average wine, about 20%. But if you buy a superstar, about 30-40%. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great.
And your outlay will be about £3,000 to £4,000 per case.
And if you do it right, you can actually enjoy your investments as well.
Yes. But you must notice, right? You can't buy, wine is very simple. You get what you pay for. You can't buy a cheap wine and hope to make 100%. No such thing. Like I said, the vintage is very important and the terroir is very important, which winemaker. The terrain of the vineyard determines the value of the wine. I'll repeat. The terrain of the vineyard determines the value of the wine. Look at Lafite and Latour. Is the best terrain in Bordeaux. If you go to look at Pomerol, look at Le Pen, look at Petrus. Petrus is Petrus, not because of the label and the wine brand. Petrus is Petrus because of the terrain, because of the terroir. These people were very fortunate to buy things like this and from the very early beginning, and very fortunate. Unfortunately, I'm not putting anyone down. Unfortunately, in the new world, we have not found a super fantastic terrain like in France, except in Italy. Italy, now we're looking at the super Tuscan movement. A lot of exciting things. We will be doing a lot of videos on this. We've got
this investment seems like really fun and
yes, and wine is a different thing. Imagine you drinking a bottle. You buy 15 bottles or whatever. You're drinking 5 bottles for yourself. You will appreciate that. What have you bought?
Yes.
We always say wine is better than sex.
Such a pleasurable investment. Asset, isn't it?
So we are adding value to your $5,000 a year now by giving you all these things: sneakers, wines, watches, whiskey. Adding value. So for $5,000, you get the normal investment, traditional, and the alternate investment. I think it's a very good value. Very good value.
Thank you so much, Ashwin.
Thank you.
How do we contact you?
Well, you can contact me at ashwin@ppchk.net. That's my email. And WhatsApp, bit.ly/algotrader. Telegram, bit.ly/algofactory. And of course, YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, bit.ly/algowealth.
Thank you so much for today. We'll be talking soon.
Have a great week, everyone.